If All Blacks can play a full 80 minutes like they played in the first half of this game, they'll be unstoppable. Direct, strong running, variations off line out, execution on all their plays, outstanding. It's definitely a game of two halves, but like I said, if All Blacks can bottle that first 40 minutes and put that throughout the game, they'll be back to their very absolute best. Before we get into it, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this game. Who played well, who didn't? What was there to like from the All Blacks? What did you not like from the All Blacks? What improvements did you see from the All Blacks? What did you like of the French performance? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So, definitely a game of two halves. Look, All Blacks massive improvements on last week, 43-17 this round or this game. Like I said, a game of two halves. If they can bottle that first half and then sprinkle that throughout the game, fantastic. Although not taking any credit away from France. So France in the second half, their subs that they made, their forwards a lot better, more direct, more physical, more into it, more dominant with ball carries and tackles. So while the All Blacks were a lot better in the first half than in the second half, France were probably a lot better in the second half than in the first half. Still a very, dominant win. It was a dominant win. 43-17, good win. Not your best second half performance, but not taking anything away from that first half performance because that was outstanding from the All Blacks. That was just All Blacks of old, dominant in all areas, carries, strong defensively, and then a really good line out, which I enjoyed as well. So they were under the pump early on, direct kick out from Beauden Barrett put them in that situation. France on a roll, 14, 13 phases, right on All Blacks try line, but then cough it up. And that's when I was like, oh man, you want to put a team under the pump. It's right off the kickoff, your first opportunity. You spend a ton of phases down there. That's when you want to score. You want to convert those opportunities into points. Good defensive effort from the All Blacks. And that kind of set the tone for the rest of that first half. Absolutely did. Physical, just physical, up-tempo on defense and attack, which I enjoyed. Defensive lineouts, outstanding early on, and that kind of set the tone for the lineouts because Tuipulotu stole a ball early on, then Fabian Holland stole one right after that. And then when it was the All Blacks ball on lineouts, they were outstanding. Love that they just wanted to play rugby as well, up-tempo, taking quick taps, going, or taking kicks to touch to play, not taking, or yes, they do take the 3 points, playing with the ball, up-tempo, big bodies running with the ball directly, mobile, like, I don't know how more to describe how they want to play. You can definitely see how Razor wants to play. That first 40 minutes is, I'll say it again, up-tempo, in your face, direct, strong, hard running, effective ruck cleaning, and then when you're defending, strong defense as well. Second efforts, getting up, making a tackle, getting up, going again, or making a tackle, getting up, and being a nuisance at the ruck. I thought they used their kicking game really well in the first half as well. Because of how strong and dominant their lineout was, Beauden Barrett was happy to kick it down, plug the corners, and if France let it run out to touch, All Blacks were going to attack them at line-out time, or if France were going to get it and then kick it out, perfect. We've got a line-out that is working 10 out of 10, that is humming at the moment. And then that's off the back of them work or kind of playing that way where tactically putting the ball in the corner, getting French to kick the ball out, and then having an attacking line-out, whether it be from 10 meters from the 10-meter line or from the halfway line. Strong line out, and then you play your little trick plays off it. Love that little trick play for Cam Roygard to go over untouched. But more on a tactical side of it, you could see how they were plugging corners and wanting to get a line out, because when you've got Mate, listen quickly. When you've got 4 absolute threats at line-out time, you've got Patrick Tuipulotu, you've got Fabian Holland, you've got Tupou Vai, and then you've got Christian Leawili. That's 4 outstanding options at line-out time. Defensively, at the line-out, you've got no idea who they're going to throw the ball to. Fabian Holland's probably calling the lineouts, and a lot of the times, yes, he calls it on him, but then Tupou Vai will get it, or then Christian Leawili at the back will get it, or then Tuipulotu will get it in the middle. When you've got that many attacking weapons at a lineout time, it makes lineout time a breeze. It makes it so much fluent, so much better. You can attack their lineout. You know you're going to get your lineout. And I've always said this, lineout is your biggest attacking platform because the back line, there's 20 meters difference. You're 10 meters back and they're 10 meters back. You've got so much space to use to attack from. So with All Blacks sorting their lineout out, and then you've got a maul on the top of that as well that worked really well in this game. There was 2 tries from that. So the first little trick they do from a lineout, Cam Roigard goes over untouched. Then Cody Taylor scores a maul try. Then Ardie Savea scores a maul try. Cody Taylor grabs a maul try as well. To see this All Blacks lineout humming, outstanding for All Blacks, for the All Blacks fans, for everyone involved. Because this time last year, Maro Itoje, when England were in New Zealand, made All Blacks lineout look amateur. So to see the swap around from that, outstanding, and well done to forwards coach, the lineout coach, everyone involved in that regard. Obviously having someone like Fabian Holland who's 30 meters tall definitely helps a lot, and he's absolutely bossing it at lineout time. Love to see it. Did say in the preview that I'd like to see Roigard run with the ball a bit more around the rucks, and he did that in this game, did it really well. What I did like for Ardie Savea's maul try was, although All Blacks had a play in the bin, that it was a penalty kind of right out in front. They still went to touch. They were like, we're going to play. Our kicker is off. We're going to play. We're going to back ourselves. Our lineout is singing at the moment. And they do just that and come away with the chocolates. Lovely to see there. And then just before halftime, Tupou Vai's try. That is All Blacks rugby. This is All Blacks rugby of old. Fantastic. Love to see it. Ardie Savea down the touchline, taking on backs, running like a back, gets them on the front foot. Then you've got someone like Rieko Ioane coming off his wing, making a lovely break, their half break, gets the offload up to Fabian Holland, who's ever present. One of the biggest guys on the field, but he's so mobile, always in and around the ball. There, gets the little try assist for Tupou Vai to go over. Lovely to see. Stretch them out wide. They come back. Rieko Ioane, like I said, off his wing, making a half break there. Holland and then Vai. Outstanding. And caps off, probably a man of the match performance for me. Tupou Vai was fantastic. Again, with the work he gets through, off the ball, with the ball, in lineouts. Unreal. How many rucks he hits, it's unreal. And that, I'm glad he's moved to 6 and that it's working out. It's working a treat at the moment because, again, adds that extra line-out option, but then he's doing everything that needs to be done as a 6. Then you go into halftime and they come out at halftime, errors, knock-on, penalties, giving ball away. France go on to score. They concede a try. Yes, they do come back and score as well, but definitely not, compared to the first half, definitely not what they would have wanted. I don't know what was said at halftime, but it didn't translate or didn't relate to the players on field. Did love Jordie Barrett's just straight running. He was fantastic in this game as well. Really hard. Looks so hard to tackle. Can run straight right at the line. Can decide then if he wants to pop or pass out the back, but he's just dummy. I think for Will Jordan's try, does a little dummy, gets over that vantage line, gets a little flick pass over there to Billy Proctor over the ad line. Really hard then you're just shuffling, scrambling to defend. Will Jordan with a straight run and gets his 41st try in 40 or 41 games. unreal. Will Jordan will get the All Blacks scoring record. Absolutely. Overall, a lot more clinical, a lot more connected. Everyone knows more or less what their job is and how they need to go out there and execute that job, especially in the first half. Second half, again, while they then did score 1 or 2 tries in the second half, still not, you have to compare it to the first half, not as good in the second half than the first half. Did love the little interplay there from Karifi for Rico Ioane to score in the corner. But again, a ton better than last week. Still small little things that they can work on, just lapse of concentration, I think, in the second half there. Not ideal, but still a lot better than last week. Last week was only won by 4 points. This week won by a hell of a lot more points. So definitely it's on the up. All Blacks fans, what did you guys think of their performance? I'll touch on France quickly. Early on, put 14 phases on, and I think this France are here. They're here to play. They're here to play. But they knock that ball on. When they do get going, man, they can get going. When they get a roll on, even though this is a France B or C team, when they get a roll on, their ball players have options to play inside or outside, and they're good like that, very strong in contact. I thought Lagaric was really good for the French in this game, controlled whenever they did have the ball. They didn't have the ball a lot, but when they did, controlled it really well, the tempo, which way to go. And he's definitely that type of player that can control a game like that, and the skills on him as well, outstanding. Tip tackle from Brennan for the yellow card on Geordie Barrett wasn't nice, wasn't probably that bad, but when you tip past horizontal, it's yellow card. It is a yellow card. That didn't help them neither going forward. They come out in that second half with a ton of intensity, like an absolute house on fire. Come out, I don't know what was said, but more direct, more stronger in contact. Again, those subs from the French forward subs that came on, a lot more stronger, physical, direct, better at set piece. I mean, for Bahre's try, also sucked them in nicely from a line-out, from a maul, I think it was. Would have taken maybe 1 or 2 phases from there. It came out wide and good, strong, hard running. And sometimes that's what you need. The quickest way to the try line is straight. Run straight. And it definitely helped them. Like I said, the reserves that come on for France in the forwards particularly, really good and definitely made a difference in that second half. But not to be. All Blacks win the second game. They 2 from 2 so far. Big one next weekend, Dunedin, sold out. It's going to be huge. What did you guys think of this game? What did you like of the All Blacks? What changes did you see that you enjoyed or that worked well for you? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye.